personally, I would never choose to be a stay-at-home mom and fully rely on a man financially. I think that is crazy as fuck. So I made this same statement on Threads, and the stay-at-home moms and the stay-at-home wives are pissed off because they feel like I'm hating on them, because it's not our fault that you don't have a man that you can trust, and it's not our fault that a man don't want to take care of all your bills and blah 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 blah. It's not our fault that you rather be working and you're a single mom. It's not our fault that you would choose to have your baby to go to a daycare, let somebody else raise your child. Listen, bitches, I am a stay-at-home mom, but I'm single. I'm not relying on a man to do shit for me. I have an income with no job, and I'm not saying that to flex. Even if I was not in this position, I would never let a man be able to dangle his fucking paycheck over my head ever in life. I'm gonna always have some kind of money of my own, to where if things don't work out between me and him, because I don't know, for whatever reason y'all feel like marriages last forever, but for whatever reason the shit don't work out, he not taking his fucking money back from me. The fuck? I'm not out trying to figure out where the fuck I'm gonna live. I gotta go live with my fucking mama, or I gotta go live with somebody until I get on my feet. I would never put myself in that position, and instead of them seeing it like that, they think you're hating. The fuck is there to hate on? I'm not relying on a man for nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm living, quote unquote, the dream right now, bitch. Okay? But, and they was like, oh, you're shaming moms and da-da-da-da-da. You're clearly not a mom and blah, 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 X, Y, Z. No. Why would you ever allow a man to have that much leverage over you? Why? But anyways, go follow me on Threads, because apparently I'm always starting some shit and people want to argue with me, but bitch, I'm not arguing with nobody. I said what the fuck I said, okay?
Okay, so this has been on my heart and in my mind heavy. Do not have children early in your military career, especially if you are young and in your 20s. And the reason I say this is your 20s are for self-discovery. Your 20s are your years to be selfish, to do what you want to do, to sleep, to travel, advance in your career. You don't have to worry about childcare, putting your child somewhere, any of that. Just get up and go to a school and come back home. Stack your money. And I feel like the military normalizes having children, but I also feel like it needs to be some type of reality check, because children are very expensive and the pay doesn't equal to what it costs. And if you don't have a stay-at-home spouse and or family member, that's a lot of money out your pockets. Be smart about every decision you make, because something like that can really impact your career in ways you will never imagine. On top of that, not all leaders are kind to parents, and that's another topic.
So story time on how I lied to my job and told them that I got a 3-year-old child. Okay? So, yeah, just pay attention to the story. It's not terrible, but it really ain't that bad, right? Okay, let's talk about it. First of all, I realized that my coworkers that actually have children, they can call off, they ain't gotta do no extra work, or they can blame it on their child. Damn, my child got the flu, so I gotta go home. Why people with no kids can get the same perks? So guess what? This new job? Baby, I walked in the door, I have a 3-year-old child, okay? So when a bitch needs to be off, I'll give a damn. It's bereavement, bitch. The fish died. I'm up at that hole, okay? No. So, y'all, on Friday, my boss gonna ask me, gonna give us an assignment right before we get ready to leave at like 3 o'clock. We leave at 4:30, right? So he'll come in there, oh, okay, if you can stay a couple minutes extra. Nope. This is the purpose time to bring up that imaginary child that I have, bitch. No, I can't stay. I gotta with my child from daycare. My little 3-year-old, bitch. Because who did you think was gonna stay? My coworker like, she had to get her child, baby. She said that real quick. And did. And did. Well, what if your job want to see your child? Bitch, I'll bring my kids to work. That's personal. Business is business and personal is personal. We don't mix the two. Just know I got a child, bitch. Mind your business. Mind the business that pay you, ho. Well, what if they want you to bring the child to the company function? Baby, the company function ain't paying me. I ain't going. Do you hear me? Like, baby, I got the whole lie already planned out. Like, okay, yeah, my significant other is his son. I ain't never birthed no child, but because we together, that's my bonus baby, and my mama be watching the little 3-year-old child, and I gotta leave work on time to make sure I get to the daycare to get the child. Baby, it's a whole motherfucking story behind this. I'm not playing. Y'all ain't finna work me to death. Who? Bitch, next is gonna be maternity leave. You better ask somebody. Cause baby, we know that pay for that. And if y'all giving away money for maternity leave, bitch, I'm maternity like a motherfucker. Do you hear me?
Women with children cannot do it all. Unpopular opinion, but a woman with a child or children will not be successful with working 40-hour work weeks, maintaining their home as far as cooking and cleaning, caring for their kids, caring for the husband or spouse, whatever you may have, making sure their health is good and doing what they want to do on the side. Something is going to end up lacking, whether that be a relationship, whether that be your work, whether that be your health. Something is going to lack. And a lot of times people see that moms juggle it all, but they don't realize how hard it is. And then think about what single mothers go through. Even married women, because sometimes even though you have a husband, that's not a lot of help. They expect you to do that. So I just want people on the outside looking in to understand that. Now, some mothers might feel like they got a good handle on everything, but I personally feel like you can't do things 100% as a mom when you have a lot of things going on. Something is going to end up lacking. But tell me what you think down below, okay? Bye.
My girl asked me if I can go over a couple jobs that are good for single moms. If you're in the military, this wouldn't even be a question. But if you're a single mom in the military, this would definitely be a question that you should be asking. You see numerous videos talking about how people hate supply, their jobs in supply. Well, I'm an RS, I'm in supply. My job is fairly easy. What I do is easy. I always tell people being in the military, there's always going to be some type of hardship. And joining, I was a single mother. And once I got to that ship, once I moved 23 hours away, all I could think about was my daughter. I couldn't focus on the task at hand. I was literally a poop bag. So I'm definitely recommending the supply rates for single mothers. But any job will be worth celebrating. But if you're a single mom, you know the stressors of being a single mom. You want to join and you want your job to be as lightweight as possible. So I get to be with my kids a lot. I spend a lot of time with my family. And I am an RS.